You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it in half.
Okay.
We get that on the chair. And we need, hey, Mello, another chair. We need another chair. Get a chair. Get a chair. Huh?
No, I said swivel. Swivel.
Yeah, swivel. Everybody want to match the swivel. And when you swivel, we can't swivel. That's unfair. Like literally.
We don't have any time.
Do the sound check. Everybody got sound check. Good. We good on the sound?
Yes.
Check.
Check.
Slide in there, get comfortable. I need guys to talk directly into the microphone.
Directly into the microphone.
Yes, sir.
You can put the button goes down.
How much time we got?
This one right here. The blue. It'll be hot. Yeah, give them a sound check. 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2
1 2 1 2 1 2
1 2
1 2.
Right, sound like a plan.
Oh man, we can do a song.
All right, guys, we're
Yeah,
behind
you know what I mean?
schedule. We had to play the video twice.
Okay. Yeah, no. Wow.
Okay? So in the future, all of this picture stuff and all that other stuff gotta happen off the set.
Okay, man.
Just stay on time. That's all.
I'm your daddy now. How you guys doing, man? It's good to see you.
All right, man.
Damn well,
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
Damn well.
10 after the hour.
I think the 6th Sunday, and I think the last 6 weeks has been raining like crazy. And it's only on Sunday.
Only on Sunday, right?
Please rain on Wednesday or Tuesday.
Yeah, we expecting on a Monday, right?
Yeah, right.
But you know what, man? We're here.
You know what? And I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
Listen, I'll take rain, sleet, hail,
Snow,
whatever,
right.
just to be as long as we
As long
here.
as we here, right.
There's some people right now trade places with us. What? You don't like the rain? Give me your spot.
Yeah.
I'm good. You know. Oh yeah, tell them we can come out of this anytime they're ready.
You ready to go in?
Come out of it. Yeah, yeah, we ready to come out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to play it twice because we wasn't.
Right, yeah, I know. That's our fault.
Nah, this isn't nobody's fault.
Okay.
Here we go. I have to come out of it.
All right. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, claps.
All right, everybody, we're back on the Instant Classic. We got R&B legendary royalty in the building, former Midland International Records recording artist. You know Sony, right?
Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Such a class from New Jersey in the building.
Yes. All right. Good evening.
Always a pleasure to see you guys, man.
Man, it's great to see you guys too, man.
I want, but before we got security by the door. Before y'all leave, I need that sweater, your jacket, and your chains.
Okay, well, you know you'll be straight then, right?
We got Gerald Jackson, Pete Jackson, and Hamp Dickinson. Such a class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, wonderful seeing you guys again. Thank God, man.
When was the last time I think we saw? They was at
A few years ago,
right?
right?
The concert
In Manhattan.
Right.
Oh, yeah, right. No, Michael Blackson.
Was it
Michael
last
Black's
year?
event, I think.
Yeah,
Was
was
that the last time? No, I think you did Vanessa's concert.
That's right. We
Right,
did.
right,
We did.
right.
In the boat, basically.
Right, man. And let me tell you something. You know, it's kind of hard to find brothers who've been doing it for so long and sound still so great.
Well,
Thank you, Murph. Appreciate
We only know one way to do it. You know what I mean?
That's right, the right way. You know, we got too many review groups out there. I want to hear the real guys.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that.
That's a whole nother
That's another
topic,
show.
right?
That's a whole
We'll
nother
be talking
topic.
for like the next 8 hours.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But you know, no. This your show. I want to hear
But
you.
see, I blame that on the promoters. If you're a promoter booking them, you know, you wilding out. Get
Yeah.
the original artist or don't be a promoter.
Give me being an artist.
That's
And
right.
Simple as that.
we were always looking at it from afar until we finally took a hit. First they came out and they spelled their name CLAZZ. You know, touch of class,
What?
right? Yeah. Then they just went straight cut to class. But you know how that is, man. By the time we pay for lawyers to go after them,
Yeah,
and
and
they
they
don't have
know
any
that.
money,
Yeah, they
you
know
know
that.
what I mean? We
Yeah.
wind up, paying to go after them for nothing.
Right.
But people know who the real deal is, so
Right.
they trusted on that.
You know, it's funny because the first time that I ever came in contact with you guys, I think the late great Vaughn Harper was doing the Miss.
Right, the
Miss,
miss.
yeah,
Oh, man.
Yeah, the whole Miss, man. And I saw you and I said, yo, these brothers is dope.
But then you have the records?
I got the records. I did have the records.
No, I mean back.
But I wanted to see it. Listen, Mike, I have the records, sir. You know,
Just making sure.
But
You had the records.
But I've never met them in person. I've always
Oh, right,
said,
right,
you know,
right,
and growing up, the music is a soundtrack to my life.
Right,
So I
right.
said, man, if I ever get in a position to be able to say thank you, I'm gonna do that. And then to meet you guys, rub elbows with you, and guys know my name. I'm like, you pitch yourself, Murph. Like real here, you know.
Yeah.
Man, but I love you guys. I want to tell you all that, man. You know, you
Yeah,
guys are
we
great.
share the love too.
Oh,
It's
man,
mutual,
you
it's
know,
mutual.
Both of you, man.
Yeah, cause
And
Mike.
you guys add a lot to the business right now,
Yeah,
which
you
is
do.
needed badly.
You
know what I
absolutely
mean?
do.
Right.
And we commend you for that.
Yes.
And I was just gonna say, Mike actually was gracious enough to have us for an interview.
FRP TV.
In New York, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, that was like, wow, you know.
I was jealous. That's why I called you. I said, see, Joe, I said, I know Mike had Joe on it, but scratch that interview. Come to watch.
But I meant to say, because I've always thought about, because we never really finished, because we had some
That's right,
technical
we
Yeah,
issues.
some
We
technical
did.
issues.
But y'all was talking about the annual basketball game you used to play against the Jackson 5.
Oh
Right.
yeah, when we were on tour, we played them.
Yeah, that was just amazing, man.
Yeah,
You want to hear about it?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. You was talking about some dude in the roof. I remember something about the points
Okay,
or
so
something.
here's how it went. So Joe Jackson was kind of like the organizer of the tour on the road.
Right.
He made a point of telling all of the acts, if you can't keep up, we're gonna drop you off the tour. So you can't come late to any of the dates. If you come late, you're off. So, you know, I was standing close to Jackie Jackson, and he started laughing. I said, why are you laughing, man? I said, you better hope you can keep up with us, of course. We got a brand new Americruiser that RCA got us in.
This guy.
And that bus y'all got, man, you might need to do some work. So we just joking, right?
Right.
He was like, man, I tell you what, let's make a bet who get there first. Okay? So the next gig is Memphis. You got there about
South Coliseum.
Mid-South Coliseum right in Memphis, Tennessee. So when they pulled in the parking lot, we were already there. We done been inside and come back out to the bus. You know? So I said, yo, man, you finally made it, huh? We had only made it there about a half an hour before that. But so me and him had this thing going on. So one day we talking about the Knicks. I said, man, that's my boys, man, you know, in New York. He said, man, yeah, man, I love basketball. I said, you know about basketball? Where you from? So the joke started with, they play basketball in Indiana? He said, yeah, man, we play ball in Indiana. So I said, oh, okay. I said, y'all play? He said, yeah. He said, I bet y'all don't play though. I said, hey, you want to find out? And listen, this is the funny part. None of us play. I mean, except for like schoolyard.
Right,
you know,
right.
like
Yeah,
that.
you're never organized.
So here's what happened. He said, I tell you what, when we get to Hartford, Connecticut, we're going to play a game. Loser buys dinner for the other team, the band and the group. I said, man, I said, you on, bro. You ain't said nothing.
Look, wait a minute. He didn't say anything to us.
I was getting ready to say, so now he's counting y'all's money, right?
That's exactly
I see what's going, where
This
this
is
going.
speaking
Yeah,
up
yeah.
in there. Listen, everybody, let me tell you what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do, and I'm gonna be the coach, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna play.
Yeah,
You know.
okay.
me and Michael, we don't play. Okay. So anyway, he said, okay, that's a bet. He said, in the restaurant is the winner's choice. I said, okay, man, you ain't say nothing. So when we get to Hartford, Connecticut, you know, Jackie sent somebody to our room and says, the game is gonna be at 2 o'clock. I said, 2 o'clock where? At the YMCA. I said, okay. He said, you need directions how to get there? I said, we'll find it, you know. Man,
GPS.
so I gotta put,
Was there no GPS back then?
no, it wasn't no GPS. We ain't even had no camera phones or nothing, man. So anyway, I gotta put a team together right quick. So now I'm letting them know what's happening. We got a game, and I bet them that the loser's gonna buy dinner, man. So anyway, Gerald could play.
Yeah, but I
Gerald's
was like,
pretty good.
I was like, oh man, piece of cake. What we gonna do? That half court thing, little thing like we do in the play. Oh yeah, I
I
got him.
said,
I
well,
got
he
him.
just told me, man, we're gonna play at the Y. So
Yeah.
he said, it's probably gonna be a nice little court. Man, we get down to the Y. and this police cars flashing. No, for real, man. The press is there.
They got referees.
The mayor is there.
I was like,
God.
whoa, hold up.
Right? So I said, what's going on here? You think something happened? I said, let's go inside and see what's going on, man. I go inside and the lady at the reception says, so you guys must be the touch of class. He said, yeah. She says, okay. Well, the locker rooms are right that way, and the Jacksons are already
Yeah, waiting for you.
So I said, oh, okay. She said, you're gonna play the game, right? Murph, dude is up on the ladder fixing the clock. He said the clock hadn't worked in 2 years. I said, oh man, what have I got myself into, man? So anyway, we got a brother that plays trombone named Longhorn.
Right.
Gerald, brother named Asmar, he's one of our road guys. And my cousin Michael, who passed away, he was in the group. Anyway, we had a nice little team.
Right.
So I'm thinking we're gonna do a little thing. I said, y'all, just run them. I said, you know they're young, so you're gonna have to beat them quick.
Right.
Man, Murph, man, them jokers came running out with uniforms on.
Yeah,
It
man.
said Jackson across
Oh
the
my God.
And they had some players. I don't know where they got these cats
Yeah,
from. Man,
Uncle
big
Larry.
dudes that could dunk and everything.
Wait. Uncle Larry came out the locker room and hit a 3. Bang! I said,
Oh, we saw it now. I want to play Michael. You know?
yeah. Jackie could play. And
Tito?
Marlon.
Marlon.
Marlon was good.
But Jackie was dangerous.
Herbie and Marlon was rubbing it, man. I said, Herb said, you better tell him, man. He all up in my grill, man. I said, Herb.
Herb, that's Herbert Brevard.
He was one of the members of the group.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, we had fun. We kept even with them
Right.
all the way up to the half. Third quarter,
Jackie.
our boys started running out of gas, and
And Jackie started hitting.
Jackie started hitting
I mean,
crazy
couldn't
shots.
stop him. It looked like he was just hitting him. I was like, oh my gosh.
It seemed to me like he wasn't even looking, man. He just
Yeah.
it was going in.
I was like, oh.
This is where me and Mike usually say, Mike, the fix was in.
Yeah, right. So anyway,
Shots like that, ain't no fix.
so not to be boring or nothing, we lost the game,
Oh.
okay. But when we go to this restaurant, they picked the most expensive Italian restaurant in Hartford, right? And I'm gonna tell you how gracious they are. Because me and Jackie was doing all the business, right? So Jackie, after we finished, every time they ordered another bottle of wine, Mike, I was like, oh God. 'Cause, you know,
People look over and say, they own another one.
yeah, Gerald was another one, man. Don't worry. Because we had collected up money from everybody,
Right,
you know,
right.
and I'm holding.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So
Oh, my
anyway, every time we would order another bottle of wine, Jackie would look at me and say, boop.
This is rubbing it in.
Rubbing it in, man. So when it came time for the check, he said, you guys done? We said, yeah. He said, check, please. He said, give it to him. Pointed right at me, man. So he give me the check. I get up. I'm going over to the counter.
Yeah, we trying to figure some things out. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
When I looked at that thing, I said,
Man, these guys can eat.
yeah, no. We can cover it. We can
Right.
cover it. But it would have hurt.
Right.
Then Jackie walks behind me and he says, man, you good? I said, yeah, I'm good, man. Why? He says, because we was just messing with y'all, man. He said, he pulled out his American Express Black.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, here, we got this. This is on us. He said, but we had a lot of fun with y'all.
Right,
man. So
right.
it was really nice.
He probably was thinking you guys wasn't gonna play no ball, so but he said, if you
Yeah,
show
yeah.
up, I got it.
Yeah. He was good, brother.
He was
man.
very gracious.
They were all nice guys, man, with Jackson's.
Tito wasn't paid though. Tito was nah,
I gotta get my car
you all
fixed.
off the tour.
Tino was a nice guy, man.
Right, yeah, I can imagine. You all seem nice, you know. Since we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna go to a video, which is not really a video. We're gonna come right back with Such a Class, right here on E Squad Rebel Radio, the Instant Classic. Pete Jackson, Gerald Jackson, Ham Dickinson. We'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, guys, y'all need any water, anything?
I could use a sip.
All right. You got a little something on your mouth.
Yeah, Pete,
Huh?
in the corner. I couldn't get to you.
Oh my God, that's so funny, man. I could imagine Jackie coming out there hitting shots from everywhere, right?
Oh,
Yeah. He was
man.
probably like this.
Then we found out later that he could have went pro.
I need one more water.
He was good.
Yeah, I heard that.
Two
I
more
mean, they
waters,
always
two
talk
more
about that
waters.
stuff, like in Right On Magazine. We had Cynthia Horner here a few weeks ago from Right On Magazine. That the story she was telling was like off the chain. It was crazy.
Are you on one side?
Oh, listen, Gerald.
Yeah, we couldn't play the Sony stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, you know, I always wanted to ask.
Sony.
Yeah, cause you know, so I guess when you was on Midland,
Yeah.
We was Midland
they
RCA.
they're with RCA, which is basically Sony. So
Right.
they own all rights to that. So like usually some stations pay like a licensing fee, but if not, you can't play. We do a video within 6 seconds.
Anybody else
they
need
shut-
water?
They shut the live down.
Yeah,
I
make sure
need one more water.
Yeah, I can take a warm one though. You want a cold one?
It don't make a difference.
Two more.
Warm one? Yeah, I take a warm one.
And you know Warner Brothers is like that too. So a lot of times you throw something from Warner Brothers on, they'll shut it down.
Oh, it's amazing, man.
You know what, Mike?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
So this song.
These
here
are warm.
This was on the
Everybody
next
good?
one.
Yeah, right.
The song Second Chances, because I always, that's one of my favorite songs. And I'm like, yeah. So when y'all was doing this, I forget about they gonna, I said, I think they're gonna do my song, Second Chances. Then the show was over. So I always wondered why Second Chances is never in it. Is it because there's not enough time? Or is there a story behind that song?
Even your second album was crazy. I had like a lot of, not just the ballads, but you had a lot of up-tempo stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to that like
Because
last
we're thinking that the only want to hear what they've heard on the radio before. That's you know, that's where they're paying their money to come in here. That's what we think anyway. But now you got your people that are really into it.
You feel
That
that?
probably don't use the law. It wasn't mainstream. You know what I mean?
So that's one of the songs that on the show, people request, you know, when I do Totally Request, to play Second Chances. I want to hear just well, I play all the stuff.
Yeah, I know you do.
But that's from the most recent CD, you know, so. But yeah, it's a story.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, but that's why I asked you off camera. I didn't want to throw that at you like, you know.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes people have, like, for example, I think, what you call it, Dennis Edwards, like, great Dennis Edwards with,
About Norman Whitfield. That song is about his father.
Is it that one, I think Do You Want to Go With Me?
Oh, right. That was a B-side. It was a B-side.
Oldest one, the way to let him sing that song.
Right. And some, I think a rap artist recorded something. I don't remember who the rapper was.
Otis would let
Like, I interviewed them.
Banned them from doing that. It's like, once they finished, you said you couldn't do that song. And that song there,
Yes, we
man,
did.
Dennis recorded that song. I love that song.
So what is it about Otis that you don't like that song?
I think he was just trying to, you know,
Back him up.
yeah, pull the suspenders up. Yeah, you can't do this, so I'm gonna take something away from you.
Yeah. Once you have too much, you go.
Yeah, this is a 6-minute song?
Something, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to
6.5?
Cut it off in a minute.
in the show.
Oh, that's my song. And there's so many people, because, you know, people asking.
Start fading out.
When I told
We're
you.
gonna go back.
Deep breath, straight to the microphone, guys. We're coming back.
Okay.
Quiet on the set.
All right, we're back with the legendary touch of class. And Big Murph.
Yeah, and I gotta say hello. My wife is in the room. She's looking. She loves you guys. And Bev said, yeah, Pete. You know they love you guys. So all you know, and you know we talk off camera. You know a lot of stuff people don't get to hear. And the reason for that because
They're going to, because my camera's videotaping right now, so we got everything.
Oh.
Yeah, we got everything. Even when you was picking in your nose.
I was getting ready to say that. You caught that too?
Yeah, picking boogers.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll just get rid of it on camera too then.
But that song that was playing was on Next Plateau Records. That was
Right.
also, so your label mates at that particular time was also Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. Eddie O'Loughlin signed that. And Eddie O'Loughlin used to work for Midland International.
Right.
So that's how we knew Eddie. He also signed a record of ours called Let Me Be Your Everything.
Yeah. I think they released that
on Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, you know, I do classic soul175.com, and I do the morning show. Play y'all's music all the time.
Thank you, Murph.
No, you're welcome. Because listen, I always say that I always want the opportunity to say thank you to those of our greats who made the soundtrack to my growing up and to so many other people's growing up.
Right.
I always wanted the opportunity to say thank you, you know. And I said, if I ever was blessed with a platform to do that, that's all I'm playing.
Okay.
You know, I can't play today's music, and it's nothing against them. You do
Right.
what you do.
Right.
But if it's not for me,
Unless you're Amanda Holly.
right, Amanda Holly, or you know, Michael Simon Jacobs, because he got songs I don't think y'all want to hear. So anyway, you know, but there's always this one song like Second Chances, and I said, let me ask you off camera, because a lot of times with songs, there's always legalities. You know, there's always this or there's a reason behind it. But when I ask why that song is not in rotation, again, you know, you had.
Well, I'll tell you how. You know, Gerald and I are writers, of
Right.
course. And, you know, sometimes relationships don't stay the whole way.
Right,
Sometimes they may pop loose,
right,
and then at some point has to pop back.
right.
So when it pops back, that's a second chance.
Right.
Okay, so, and we're kind of religious, not about religious, but
Right.
we believe in the Father.
Yeah, not so
And-
much the dogma, but
No,
Right.
but to be thankful for a second chance at
Right.
something that you love
Right.
is a good thing. So that's what it was about.
I didn't want to get beat up by the classic soul family if I didn't ask you, so I'm safe. You all right? I'm safe. Okay, I could appear somewhere else, but I'll get beat up. You know.
Since we're talking about thankfulness, right?
Right.
I'd like to take a moment to thank Vanessa Jordan.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yes. Handcuffs. You got answer the message.
The Italian National Army Music
yeah,
Society.
and National
Yes,
Absolute
the
Society.
National R&B Society, her and also Stewart, they're wonderful people.
Right.
And sometimes, man, you just need to go that little extra moment
Mhm.
to say thank you,
Right.
because the thank you means so much. You know, like
That's for sure.
it means a lot to me to
Right.
be able to say thank you, because she did something for us.
Right.
You know that we really appreciate it. So, Vanessa, if you hear me,
She
thank
is.
you.
Oh, she is.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all
Thank you,
for
Vanessa.
all you've done and all you will do.
Absolutely.
Right. And you already know we love you. But,
Right.
It's worth saying on
Ain't
here.
nothing but love for you.
You know what? I gotta ask this question because you know you get in the studio and there's always the serious person and there's always the person that want to cut up. You know, who's the cut up? And when they cut up too much, who says okay?
Yeah, that's
Enough is
enough.
enough. Yeah, you know.
Well, I would say if it had to be a cut up,
Uh-huh.
which I don't really think there is, and I'm saying that because I'm the one.
Oh my goodness.
But at least my brother here, my brother P, he doesn't just yank back like I'm not. He'll just say something like,
All right, G.
so,
You know what's coming.
like I was saying, you know.
It's like
and
the
I-
dad look.
Yeah,
You know better,
and
right?
then
Now,
I
he can
catch
get a
it.
little long-winded. That's why I'm real
Yeah.
careful when I was talking about the basketball game and stuff. I'm like, oh man, I hope I ain't going too long. But you know, I thought people would like to hear about that. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, what is it like working with these guys, man? What is it like working
Man, let
with
me tell you something. From the beginning up until now,
Right.
I love piggybacking with these guys.
Right.
They've been out there doing it for a long time.
Right.
And I've learned so much from them, you know. I learned a lot from these guys. I had 2 left feet.
I still got 2 left feet.
Between them 2 brothers, I don't know who worked me the hardest.
Wow.
But you know,
Wow.
still got 2 left feet. You know.
But at least you know how to drag the left feet and make it look like a right
Make
foot.
it look,
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing
I
about
love
him
these
is
guys.
he's dedicated,
Right,
and
right.
that's important to me. You know, if the person's trying, as long as they're still trying,
Right.
I'm gonna keep working with them. You know.
Okay, but let's not overlook the fact though that he actually learned everything he was supposed to learn and did it well. He's
Right.
executing really well. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
So otherwise he wouldn't be around. You know what I
Right.
mean? But and Hamp, he's a very talented brother. The brother's got some vocals now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's an artist in his own right.
Right.
You know, if he wasn't with Touch of Class, he would
Right.
probably just doing his own thing.
Right,
He's
right.
that good. So, you know,
Just gotta give him his props.
Just gotta give him his props.
I appreciate that.
But when we went back in the day, you can remember this little guy
At the window.
at the window watching us. We used to have a studio up in Patterson, New Jersey, and he would be at the window watching us. You know, say, man, why don't you come in, man? No, that's all right. You know, if we needed something from the store, he would make the run.
Wow.
So he had been around a while.
Right.
Long
So-
time, man. I got some butt whippings from hanging out trying to watch these guys, man.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom used to tax that butt.
Well, you said, well, I better be in this group.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know? Can't tell me no.
Actually, it started with Gerald and I had dropped out of the business. We had stopped doing any shows
Right.
or anything, and we said we should just write. And most of everything we made was from writing anyway.
Right.
So why don't we just do that? You know, just chill.
What brought it back to the performing though?
Me and him started hanging out at different events, the
Okay.
R&B Society
Right.
events, and,
Okay.
the barbecue, and we went to the thing in Liberty Park one year.
Right.
Cookout.
We went to the gala one year, right?
Mm.
And I was like, man, people started asking me, man, what you guys gonna do? This guy was the knucklehead. Man, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that no more. I ain't going.
I said, Pete, we're doing okay. We got writing, we got publishing, we got music production on one of our Libra Brothers music thing. What do you want to go back out in the circuit for? Like, but, you know,
I said, man, that's
I
what we
missed
do.
it. I missed it. I
That's
missed
what we
it.
do.
Right.
So, you know, let's do what we do, man.
Right.
You know?
I mean, everybody want to see it, and you know when the demand is there, because at one point, you know, when radio stations and record companies started getting rid of the black music department,
Oh,
they
man.
started selling off radio stations. It's like there was no platform, so why come out if there's no way to, you know, no platform?
That was one of my peeves, you know, it's like, it's not the same anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, think about it. It's about advertisement,
Right.
you know? Speaking about that, when we get into like the music,
Mm.
oh my goodness, man, the way like one thing sounds like another thing, sounds like another thing. And I got a favorite saying, it's like, oh, he put baking soda in his toothpaste and he made me, I'm gonna put baking soda in my toothpaste. And then like, so now everybody's got baking soda in their toothpaste,
Right,
so where's
right.
the originality? You know what I mean? You need
Right.
guys like Clyde Davis, you know,
Right.
that would say, well, I'm gonna take a chance, I'm gonna do this with Alicia or whatever.
Right.
But that's just another story that
Right.
you could probably go on and on about. But, you know, like with no advertisement, which is what radio basically
Right.
is,
Right.
you know, you're hearing the song. Sometimes you can hear the song and you can say, I don't know if I really like that song, but by the time it's in rotation, you be like, no, I kind of like
Right,
that.
okay, right,
You
right.
know what I mean? So
Right.
radio had a big impact on people's, you know, minds.
You better believe it.
You know,
Yeah.
but when that went away, and now let's not even talk about streaming. So,
Oh,
goodness
that's
gracious.
another. This guy.
You know
oh,
what?
goodness.
Let's talk about streaming. Let's talk about it.
When somebody
Okay.
tell you they got 25 million streams and they made $15.
Let me tell
It's
you, it was,
unbelievable.
what's the unfortunate part about the music industry. They know what they're doing. And I kind of can get it. There's still people buying vinyl. There's still people buying CDs and even
Yeah.
MP3s to a certain degree.
Mhm.
Where the music industry messed up with that was the fact that when they went from vinyl to CDs, especially with the explicit lyrics, they didn't give you the radio edit version. So
Uh-huh.
parents wasn't gonna let the youth listen to that stuff. They wasn't gonna be the one to
Right,
buy that
right.
unless you bought the radio edit version, but which they wasn't giving it out
Right.
unless you bought 12-inch single.
Right, true.
Wow.
So Snoop Dogg was just talking about this. Even Sheila E. recently, I was out in Philadelphia at the City Winery,
Mhm.
and she said if she sold 900 million streams of her new album, which is independent by the way,
Mhm.
she would split that between a 7-man band,
Mm.
and she might get $3,100.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
Right.
what's the music industry doing?
Right.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, they steal it, man.
And I think more artists got to come out and talk about that. I even think producers have to come out and talk about it because they're not
That's right.
the people that's making money from streaming are streaming companies.
Yeah, exactly.
Artists not
Exactly.
And
making
you,
deal
and
squad.
you see artists, man, families have to struggle
Right.
when their time comes, man, for them, when it should be a beautiful time.
Right.
It's just, it's awful, man, so.
But there's one way to fix it though, Pete. I think that the one thing is to buy the physical and
Right.
continue
Buy
to
the
buy the
physical
physical.
Yeah.
product, that's
Yeah.
right.
Even now, whether you buy MP3s or you buy CDs, they're still available.
Right,
You still have
absolutely.
CDBaby.com is
Right.
out there. You have Tower Records is an online store now, so you can still
Right.
buy the physical.
Okay.
You can buy the Touch Your Class, Let Me Be Everything.
That's right.
On vinyl.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
right.
And you know another thing too, like in speaking to independent artists like Donnie Tatum And I think E-Band Brown had made mention where they created their own company. So all their music, they took them off those streaming platforms and started selling them on their own sites.
Right.
Which is a smart way to do
Right,
things.
right,
Really
yeah,
smart,
yeah.
you know?
And we're kind of getting into that a little ourselves, like the I'm in Heaven album.
Right.
We
Some great songs in that album.
Yeah. So
Even the album cuts.
right. So we're at this point we can actually, we have the rights. We can actually do some deals
Right.
with that music.
The Steels brothers, you know them?
No, I don't.
Melvin and Mervyn Steels. This is how our first deal happened. So we have these two managers from Fair Lawn, New Jersey, called the Greenberg brothers.
Okay.
Well, see, Gerald and I tried to science up on this, getting this deal thing, right? And these guys were two Jewish fellas from Fair Lawn who were into the Vegas scene.
Okay.
I knew them from some people that I met in my early youth drum corps days. I used to be in the drum and bugle corps. You know?
Okay.
So anyway, they introduced me to these guys, and these guys said, "Well, you got a group, we would like to hear you." So we did a little audition for them, and he says, "Well, I know this guy Bob Reno in New York, and maybe I can get an audition for you with him." And so on and so forth, you know. So I said, "Okay," and to make it funny, man, these guys were hooked up with Joe Scandori. I don't know if you know who that is, but he
No, but the
managed
name-
Don Rickles.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and Ernest Borgnine.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
And these guys were his New Jersey partners.
Mm.
So I said, man, they got clouded
Right,
beats,
right.
you know.
Hale's Navy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so they took us out to meet Don Rickles out in Westchester and everything. So I said, they the real deal.
Hey, when you met Don, did he snap on you? Did he
Yeah,
snap
he
on you?
did. He had these ballerina shoes on, man. And he came out his dressing room with these tights, ballerina shoes. And when he saw us, like, you know, we like to dress.
Right.
So we was going to Westchester, so we was like knotted up.
Right.
He had the skimmers on, you know. So he came out of the room. He said, "Oh God, they brought the Black Mafia." And this joker started running up the hallway, man. I said, "Oh man, he really crazy, man." But man, he showed us love and everything, man. So we met Rickles, and then
we met Stevie
yeah, we did. We met
because
Steve.
he says, "I want to meet the guys who wrote Turn the Beat Around." So,
Yeah, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Steve said, "Turn the beat around." He had a hand on each one of our shows.
Now, the thing is, did he like both versions? Did he like your version?
Well, our version came later.
Right.
Right. Yeah, he hadn't
Talking
heard.
about Vicky Sue Robinson.
Right.
Yeah.
The legendary, late great.
Yeah, oh, she was something.
Oh man, it is.
But anyway, I gotta finish this. So, okay, getting to the steel. So anyway, Al Greenberg says to me, "Pete, this is the way you get it deal." He says, "I know Bob Reno, but you gotta have everything right." He says, "You gotta have the songs, you gotta have the image, you gotta have the look." He said, "I think you guys got all that covered." He says, "And we got two writers that are fantastic." I said, "Who are they?" He said, Melvin and Mervyn Steele was the Steele brothers. I said, "Okay." He said, "They wrote Could It Be I'm Falling in Love for the Spinners."
Really?
I said, "Oh, that sounds nice." So he said, "I'm gonna introduce you to it." Me and Mervyn, by the way, became very, very good friends to this day from that relationship, and Gerald too. But Mervyn lived in East Orange where we live. So Mervyn had these songs. One of them was I'm in Heaven. The other one was Love Me Tonight, the ballad. And one half as much. If you love me, one half as much as I love. Anyway, all of them things they sounded like Philadelphia. So we get the meeting with Bob Reno. We go up there, we dressed up. We had this whole image we wanted to lay out, man. We wanted to dress like the boys in the 30s, you know what I mean?
We had the spats.
We had the whole look laid out, right? So we go up there and Bob Reno says, "Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna book you guys some time in the studio."
Right.
He says, and no, I'm sorry, my bad. He says, "Well, let me hear something."
Yeah, first things like that.
So
Those were the days.
Al says, "Well, Bob, it really isn't fair to just ask them to let you hear something because they do a whole thing." like they sing and then they do these moves and everything. He says, so if you really want to see them, you need to let them do their thing. He says, well, let them do it. So Gerald says, man, but you got the desk there, man. He said, well, move the damn desk.
Sure did.
We moved the desk out of the way, right? And we lined up and we began to do our thing, man.
Yeah,
Choreography, no music,
Right.
straight a cappella. When we finished, he said, I'm gonna book you guys some time. And if you could come off on record like you just came off in here, then you just got signed. And that's just how it happened.
Wow. Man.
Yeah.
So the name Touch of Class came from where?
Came from us. We wanted to,
There you go.
we want to have that elegance.
There you go.
You know, the suede gloves and you know, spad.
Right.
You know the little.
Yeah, because I never seen you guys dressed down. This is about
Barcelona.
as dressed down as I've seen you guys.
Yeah.
Rarity,
Rarity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress
So-
down one day too.
Okay.
And so individually, who were some of your musical influences? Let's start with Gerald first. I know Smokey Robinson was big for you.
Yeah, Smokey, the Stair Steps, 5 Stair Steps.
Mhm.
Coming up.
It's so many. It's,
Yeah,
you
they're
can't mention them all, but
they're like-
I'm sure it's
I
a
would
lot.
say that my main influence that really grabbed my heart was like Smokey, Stair Steps.
Yeah, they had a similar vibe too.
Yeah, we had something like.
But
Well, that's
me,
another story.
Smoke was one of mine, but Curtis Mayfield, he was the joint because his lyric used to always do something to me. Man. His, lyrically, man, the cat was phenomenal,
Right.
and I fell in love with Bacharach and Hal David.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the stuff them guys did was just amazing, man. So when black artists did their music, it was good. When
Right.
white
Mention,
artists did their
yeah.
music,
Right,
it was
yeah.
good.
Right.
So it was colorblind.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So I really admired them a lot. And I also admired the Steel Brothers as writers.
Okay.
And as artists, I have to say, the Dramatics, that guy Tony Hester,
Right.
that produced them.
Right.
Yeah, man.
He was serious.
He
Yeah,
had a gift.
He was a genius.
Yeah,
They,
man.
they said he was serious.
Yeah, so he's one of the people I admire too. So I don't know, it's a lot of them.
Yeah. And that's the original Dramatics.
Yes,
before
sir.
that.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right. And then like the Motowns, I mean, oh my God.
Motown.
Like Paul Reiser,
Yeah.
Bernard Purdy.
Mm.
If you listen to his bass work, it's like,
You talking about Jameson?
I mean James Jameson. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Purdy was
He
Jones.
was serious.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man,
I mean,
if you ask my
man.
opinion, James Jameson made a lot of those songs
Yeah.
great. You know what I mean? Like I listen today to some of those bass lines, and I think, man, they did the whole arrangement off that bass line. You know what I mean? So do that one day. Murph.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But
Yeah,
before, when we ask you outside of Touch of Class being your favorites, give us somebody else. Because I know you like Touch of Class was my guys. I like them, but we gonna scratch them. Yeah.
Ron Banks.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
He's-
there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Legendary late great Ron Banks.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
The
Yes,
show
sir.
of his texture,
Right.
the way he sings.
And who else?
Who else?
He's like, oh, there's someone else.
You said I get to pick three.
Because I really was in love with the way he delivered his songs,
Right.
the way he, he
Yeah.
put the icing on the cake.
Yeah. And Ron was moving on that stage too. He was a big man, but he was moving on that
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
doing those
yeah.
moves.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, he was incredible. Real excitement.
He felt what he
Dynamic
did.
performer.
He felt what he did.
He was real silky smooth, man.
So you want to know how Turn the Beat Around came about?
Yeah, because that's I the know. one thing. Y'all Yeah. told me.
Okay.
Yeah, because he just tried to tell me. He said, Explain. Murph, we're gonna ask him about. I said, okay, well let's ask him.
So we went to Latin a lot,
Okay.
right? Latin music. They used to have the Latin dances. Excuse me. Back then, on Friday night, Latin parties.
Right. Yeah, just moves.
And the music, man, the way that the music just melted with each other, the
Right.
rhythm and the chord changes and
You know, the horns.
yeah, and the
I
horn
like
work.
horns, too.
Yeah. So we wanted to write a song and blend the two, R&B and Latin. And we never seem to have been able to get that to now, even to right now. But ultimately, we're gonna get it. You know, we're gonna have a real Latin band.
Mhm.
Somebody like maybe Tony Sucar. Have you hip to him?
I've heard. I'm. You know, it's probably music I heard and probably don't know it's him.
Okay. So Tony Sucar did some Michael Jackson songs.
Okay.
It did them Latin.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm definitely looking it up.
Yeah, Billie Jean is one. They go on
Really?
YouTube, you find it.
Okay.
Man, you gotta hear it.
Okay.
So so nobody said the word disco that I could ever remember, right?
Not
Until
at
after the
that
fact.
time, yeah.
Mm.
You know, after the record was out.
Right.
Man, y'all got a disco smash. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Well,
that was disco.
that wasn't the intention, but
Yeah, because when we wrote it, it was actually to turn the beat around.
Oh,
Turn it
like
upside
turn it
down.
right, turn it
So
right,
we said what we're gonna do is the standard, dance thing, and then we're gonna go to a Latin break.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And let them
Right.
cook on that for a minute,
Right,
then
right.
bring
They
it back.
keep turning it.
Right,
turning
right.
it.
So tell them what they said.
Okay, so we wrote the song for us,
Right.
for our group. So we took the song in with 5 other songs. Eddie O'Loughlin said, bring me some songs. I know you guys write. Bring me some songs, and we'll see what we can do, because we want to do an album on you guys. Because I'm in Heaven had done like 80,000 out of New York City alone.
Mhm.
So we said, okay, so we had 4 songs, and we had to do 1 more to get to 5. So me and Gerald, we go in and we do Turn the Beat Around. And it was hot, Murph, believe me when I tell you. That demo was hot like fire, right?
Well, can I just interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Clarence, right? We went in to do the demo, and Pete is an excellent drummer. He's been playing on our version of Turn the Beat Around. So Pete played drums, I played keys. We put a call out to Clarence. Clarence played guitar. He called Kenny. Kenny said, "Oh, Pete and Gerald going in? Okay, I'll be right there." And so that was the rhythm section. It was Pete on drums, me on keys, Clarence on guitar, and Kenny Burke on bass.
Right. And I did the percussions.
And we took it in, and
Eddie O'Loughlin said, man, I like the other 4 songs, but I don't like that one. He said, that one, it's like the lyrics move too fast. You're saying a whole lot of stuff.
it got kind of
And
like a jungle beat.
he said, then you got that jungle beat in there.
Oh man.
We're going to pass on that one. He took the other 4 songs, though.
Yeah.
So
let me ask you a question. When the song came out with Vicky
I
Suarez,
got to tell you, let me
how did you
finish
feel
telling
at
you.
that point?
Let me
Well,
finish
it was
telling you.
before it even got out.
It was out before he.
No. They called him.
I'm telling. Get ready to tell him now.
Okay. Go ahead.
He
go ahead.
felt it before it was out.
All right. Yeah.
Because they used to have what they call custom label meetings
Mhm.
once a week at RCA. So Bob Reno, of course, is one of their custom labels.
Right.
Sal Soul, they had a whole bunch of them, right? And they're all up there. And this song comes on, and the word I got was, they start dancing on the tables up there. This song is playing, and then this girl, Vicky Sue, who signed to RCA,
On the black label.
on the black RCA label, she's singing this song. And Bob Reno was saying, wow, what a hell of a song. And Bob Rafisi turned to him and said, yeah, your guys wrote it.
Oh my God.
He said, what do you mean my guys wrote it? He said, your guys, the 2 Jackson brothers, Touch of Class, they wrote it. He said, then that's my damn song. So he said, that's Warren Schatz.
Whoa.
Warren Schatz brought that in. That
Right. So like, it's his.
did deal with the brothers.
Right.
So he was furious, man. He called Greenberg. He said, I want you, and I want you to bring in 2 Jackson brothers up here to my office tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I'm serious. And Greenberg said, give me 5 minutes.
Wow.
So when we get up there, he says, don't you guys read your effing contracts? He said, I got first refusal on anything you write. We said, yeah, we know that. He said, and we had a meeting with Eddie on Monday. And Eddie took 4 songs and passed on that one. And when you pass, the contract says we can go anywhere with it.
Right.
Vicky Sue wanted the song the day that we did it because her boyfriend was the engineer of the session.
Yeah, she happened to drop by the session, the demo session, and said, what is that? And we was like, oh, we can't have that because we wrote it for
Yeah,
ourselves.
yeah, we're gonna represent Mr. Midland tomorrow.
Right.
This was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going into Midland tomorrow to present this for our album. She said, oh man, I gotta have that song. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. So anyway, that when Eddie O'Loughlin told me that, the Jungle Beat and all of that, I called her right from a phone booth downstairs on 52nd Street.
Song is yours.
Yeah. She said, well, I want you to know, Pete, Al already gave me a copy. I made him give me a copy.
And you know something else? You know who else was there with Eddie when he passed?
Corey Robbins.
You know, Corey had, yes.
Corey had just started
He
working
had just
for
started
a
working in
company.
publishing. He was like, so tell me, what about this publishing? Now you guys, I see how you guys always title your stuff with a U or a I. Is there something to that? I'm trying to learn to do.
Right.
Then he winds up with
a major
Run DMC and the rest of them.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how they do.
guys.
That's how they do.
We out of time?
Right.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, almost? Okay.
Almost.
Maybe better.
No, I love this because you know what, people hear the music, they see you guys, but the stories,
Right.
Yeah.
those are the best.
Right,
You know,
right.
they can hear the music whenever they want to, but
Okay.
these stories they don't get.
I got you.
You know,
But you know what I want to say? God is good all the time.
All the time.
Because we were kind of crushed by it a little bit. We were like, oh man, Vicky's out there. She's got this hit. Should have been on hit. But God saw something we didn't see. We still clocking off that song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If it had come out on our album, it would have went the same way the rest of them went. We're on tour with the Jacksons. Picture this. We're on tour with the Jacksons. Radio stations are calling us saying, oh, you're getting rave reviews. Your show is fantastic. We have Latine dancers, female dancers on the show, horns, everything, right? No records in the stores.
Right.
All of these dates we're going, we keep calling the stores. Oh no, we don't have it yet.
Yeah, we
so,
don't have it.
So
Then
where's the marketing? I
we
mean,
dropped the ball.
we getting
Right.
rave reviews, no records in the store. So what would have happened to turn the beat around? The same
Right,
thing
exactly,
happened to
right,
everything
right,
else.
right.
So God knew what he was doing.
That's right. Not only that, he knew we was gonna need it
That's what I
later.
said. He was like, hold on, you guys gonna need this later on. So,
We gonna need you to let her do
Yeah,
this.
it's like put the money in the bank.
Yeah.
Gain some interest. You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Vicky Sewell's a beautiful person,
Right.
beautiful spirit, man. And me and her husband Al became good friends.
Right.
And man, just beautiful time of my life, man.
Right.
You know, being a drummer. I used to do a lot of demos up at Associated.
Oh, okay.
That's where we did the demo at. And this friend of mine, Harold Zisley, he said, man, you play like pretty, man. You play. He said, because you got that hard left hand. I said, I'm left-handed. But anyway, man, he said, man, but it was a beautiful time of my life, and I just thank God for it, man.
What's coming up for you guys next, though? I mean, you know.
Oh, y'all got a show coming up out here in New Jersey.
New Year's Eve.
About
Yeah,
2
right.
weeks.
Right. Yeah.
With Cliff Perkins and Soul Generation. Huh?
Yeah,
But-
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fellow Jerseyan.
Yeah, get your tickets, man. No freebies. You gotta pay to get it. That's right.
Or
For
call
the
him like
legend.
you'll buy 10 tickets and give them away. You do that all the time.
You know, if I can't get front row, I ain't going.
Yeah. So talk about that date.
It's gonna be at the VFW Ballroom.
Okay.
That's it's gonna be what is this? 485 Cranberry Road in East Brunswick.
Okay.
Gonna be a fantastic time. We got our good friends, Soul Generation,
Soul
Cliff
Generation,
Perkins,
right.
as you said. This
Right.
show is always awesome and amazing.
Good, yeah.
And we're gonna be there doing our thing. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of other things going on at the same time.
Right.
So you should just come on out and join us.
Have something to do New Year's Eve.
There you go.
have
Don't
something
keep,
good to do.
Yeah, don't keep doing the same thing over and over. Get out and see this show. Tell them again where it's going to be at and how they can get tickets.
And also, so let everybody know how they can book you.
Right.
Which is most important.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Coming up.
Well, again, it's at the VFW Hall. It's at 485 Cranberry Road in East Brunswick, New
Right.
Jersey.
Okay.
All right, and we'll be there. So, and we book. You can book us through our company, Libra Brothers Music, because as you guys know,
Right.
we write, we produce music, we publish. Everything is done under that. Live performances under Libra Brothers Music, and that number is 973. Goodness gracious! Wait, 973. 307. Let me get the number for you.
That's because you remember calling. So it's like when someone asks me, Murph, what's your number? I'm like, it's 5.
Yeah, I don't call it.
Exactly, that's the thing. And you know, and especially when we become seasoned, some
Right,
things
right.
we just don't always remember.
I like the way he used that word.
Yeah, I gotta use that word. You know, it's not when we get old, because it's not getting old. We get
Right,
seasoned,
right.
we get more wisdom, we become wiser. You know, that kind of stuff.
It's like fine wine, brother.
Thank you. That's
And
right.
social media,
Yeah.
Ham Dickinson, Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Gerald Jackson.
Well, no, well on Facebook we got
We got a fan page too.
Oh, okay.
yes,
Touch of
Facebook
Class.
has Touch of Class, Pete and
Gerald
Gerald Jackson.
Jackson.
That's the way they set it up. So, you know. But let's not leave Hemp out. Because
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
way
saying.
the person
Hemp,
that set it up for us set it up that way, and then it was set. So
Because they couldn't set it up as Touch of Class.
because there was somebody else,
'Cause
there's
it's
so many
right.
Touch of Class things.
Exactly.
And it's like a slogan, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
you can't. Right. You can't.
But I'm sorry, but to book us, that number is 973-327-7897. You can call Leader Brothers Music and just give us a shout out, tell your promoters, give us a call.
It's
Book
funny
us.
how you saw the number one time, but you remembered it. Yeah, man. That's what it is now, man. You know.
Yeah.
And please, you know the studios here in Jersey. You guys are welcome back anytime.
Right.
And we right up the street.
Yeah.
So we want to see you really, really, really soon.
Okay, and we're working on some new things too, so
Right.
maybe we can come by and
Absolutely.
let you hear that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
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 sure.
we definitely got to. Shout out to Super J. He's an artist that we're working with.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, he's got a new CD coming out.
All right.
he's doing some classic covers and then some original stuff of ours also.
Okay.
Super J.
We did a cover of La La Means I Love You,
Okay.
and we put a video up on Facebook.
I need
It's
that.
got
And,
like,
I need
it's
that.
got like about 1.5 million
It's
views.
got it's almost
What?
2 million now.
Yeah, almost 2
Oh,
Oh, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you,
Congratulations.
man.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
we just finished a CD on him, but you can check out his site. It's just Super J SUPERJ dot here now HEARNOW.com.
Okay.
SuperJ.herenow.
Big shout to Zay,
Yeah,
A Squad
right.
Rebel Radio,
All
Dawn
right.
Michelle Promotions, Rich Rowland,
All right.
Hello Mike Kite, Pam,
Okay.
Jay Crush, Cena the DJ, I am Mr. Excitement,
I am Big Murph.
and they are
They
such
are.
a class.
Oh, big shout out to Shakeem and Shaheed.
That's right. Any
Okay.
shout out real quick for you?
Excuse me?
Any shout outs? You want some love? You want to shout out somebody? real
Yeah,
quick?
I want to shout out Levondo from Black Street.
Okay.
That's my
Oh,
boy.
okay.
Grew up with this guy.
Nice.
And I'm so proud to know this brother's still doing this thing. You know, we came out of the projects, man, singing in the hallways.
Mm.
And just to meet up at this time,
Right.
you know, both doing our thing in different.
It's beautiful.
It's a
a
beautiful
blessing.
thing, man.
Wow.
You know.
Okay, let me shout out to my wife first so I can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
everything.
yeah, exactly.
Shout out to my wife Eleanor and my daughter Tanya, okay?
And mine, Samala. But can I just say name one person?
Right.
Evan Wills.
Oh, yeah.
Evan Wills
Oh,
has
man.
been in our corner
Our brother,
forever.
yes, yes,
That brother has our heart.
Right.
Evan, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Evan,
you,
for
thank you,
all
thank
that
you.
you do and all that you've been doing your whole life, man.
Okay.
Evan told me he saw us once at the Felt Forum.
Yeah, the felt form.
Oh.
He said, Pete, I never forgot that performance. He said, you guys, man, had on these white velour hats, and y'all was dressed all in white. He said, I never saw nobody do moves like that. He said, and I've been Touch Your Class fan ever since then,
Really?
man. I said, man, that's a
That's a
big
blessing,
honor.
right, it
It's a
is.
big honor, man.
Yeah.
So, Evan, we love you, man, and stay
Continue
strong.
to stay
brother.
well, my brother.
Yes,
We
sir.
love you, man. We
And
love
once
you.
again, big shout to Zay for letting us go a minute or two.
Thank
past
you.
our-
Thank you.
our
Thank you
time
very
flies.
much.
That is the man right there.
That's the
Yes.
man.
So once again, A Squad Rebel Radio, keep it locked. They're 24 hours a day. This
Yeah.
station is 24 hours a day,
Wow.
giving you the best in music. Don't even gotta put a genre on it. The best in music.
I want to say
Period.
thank you to you guys for showing up and being here. I love you guys. I want to tell you all that and let everybody know. You know how I feel about you guys.
Yeah,
and had to have you up here, man. So, Pete and Gerald, man, we love you. Touch Your Class in the building. Thank y'all so much for being here.
All right.
We catch y'all.
R&B
Well, we're gonna be off.
legends.
We're going to be off next week because it's the holiday.
And the week after.
Happy holidays to everybody out
Happy
there.
holidays,
everybody.
Enjoy. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right.
Enjoy the ride.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up and we'll see you next time, right here on A Squad Rebel Radio.
Yes, sir.
Peace!
Beautiful.
Right.
Great show.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Right on time.
That was dope.
Right on
Dope.
time.
Dopey dope.
Let me be your everything.
So you guys taking your pictures, right?
Yes.
There, right? Where you are. Yeah, I think you should take it there.
Such a class!
Or are you guys gonna get behind them, or how y'all gonna do it?